Well.
They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. The big bat of David Wright, an MVP candidate every year. And hi again. We welcome you to our Saturday night broadcast of Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Starting pitcher, it's going to be Guillermo Moscoso. Steve, as he faces these Colorado hitters, what's he got on his mind?
They got a pretty good right-hander on the mound in this one, but facing this amazing offensive team. So he's got his work cut out for him a little bit, which means he really needs to work ahead in the count. If he falls behind, this is a lineup that can make him pay. He's going to have to be on top of his game to come away with a W.
The Rockies lineup looks like this. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, Dustin Ackley has a presence of him that he's been around the league for a long time. You have to remember, though, very young player. With the patience at the plate, he can draw a lot of walks. Very good at dropping in hits, getting on base. Not a big power guy, but he will get on base at the top of the order to help score runs.
And it's Dexter Fowler. He'll lead our game off.
For the Colorado Rockies, center fielder, number 1.
Here it comes. Starts him out with that circle change in there. 0-1. And with 2 strikes on him, Dexter Fowler now watching to protect the strike zone.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
This one's grounded near third, foul. And another foul ball.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
Bends that one a little too much, that curveball in the dirt. Good patience, Dexter Fowler. He lets that one go by for a ball. Count is even.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Strike 3. Dexter Fowler swinging through that one. He's back to the dugout.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action. With 2 strikes, not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Got a chance to check out the Mets. This is how they position themselves defensively. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Jeff Francoeur a free swinger at the plate. We all know that. And he's had his ups and downs with the bat. But what he has always brought to the table is that great defense. And what you like about him is he's the most aggressive thrower in baseball. And you think, wait, what does that mean, aggressive thrower? He will throw to any base at any time. He'll throw behind runners. He has such confidence in not only the fact that he has a strong arm, but an accurate arm that he'll throw it anywhere on the baseball field. So infielders, you better be ready.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
Good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Swing and a line drive. In time for the out.
For the Colorado Rockies, left fielder, number 99.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Starts him out with a called strike on the circle change.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Strike two. And strike two. Guillermo Moscoso has him right where he wants him. Ramirez will foul that one away. Ground ball. Chen. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this. Here's a look at Colorado's starter for this game. So, Steve, how do you think he'll go about handling these Mets bats today?
Well, this is some kind of lineup he's facing in this one, and this left-hander is going to have to be on top of his game and really move his pitches around and use an assortment of pitches and really dazzle this lineup if he's going to have any luck against them.
The pitch. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
That's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate, trying to get the hitter to chase. Good piece of hitting to lay off of.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field as he drops back and puts it away. Terry Collins has set the lineup, and here it is. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, every manager loves to have a switch hitter at the top of their lineup, and Andres Torres is a guy that can do a lot of different things. He's got some power from the right side of the plate, not a lot from the left, but if he can get on base and create runs with his legs, he's a manager's dream.
Take a moment here to show you how the Rockies will stack up on defense.
The defense is going to be critical in this game. They're going to have to make the routine play and some of the spectacular plays as well against this very difficult lineup.
Ball one. First pitch way out of the zone. Ball one.
Road baseball did not go well for the Rockies in 2011. Only the Astros and Cubs had a worse record as the Rockies went 36-45 on the road.
One on the way. Hot shot towards the hole. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here. As you might expect for the Rockies on the road, the offense, the one they have at Coors, Steve, is not the same as what happens on the road.
That's so funny how it works, right? They score so many runs at home, they go on the road, can't do it. How about they scored 300 runs? Only the Astros scored less runs than the Rockies did on the road.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Oh, he had come to count on David Wright as a perennial 30-30 threat, but you wonder now if those days are gone. Not so much because of his power, but that he isn't running as much as he used to.
Here's the delivery. That's in the dirt. He traps it. And for David Wright, maybe those big home run totals will go up. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. 2 down here in the inning. And that will hold him at first.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
And the cleanup man stands in. 2 outs and a man on first. That one goes foul. Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
The hitter's got to be in defense mode right here, just looking to make contact. Got to shorten up the swing.
Hot fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Still scoreless in New York.
For the Colorado Rockies.
And Wong's in the box.
Number 5.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive down the left field line. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Designated hitter, number 28.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself. In scoring position, that's big.
And with that right hand, that ball is belted deep to left center field. Ball is on its way. Say goodbye to that one. The homer for the Rockies, and they put one up. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a two-run shot like that.
Now credit this Colorado offense, lightening the burden on the pitching staff, giving them a little bit of margin for error, Gary.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them.
Coming to bat for the Colorado
What more do
Rockies.
you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence, giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
And who's in the box? And on the mound, we've got DJ Carrasco. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Swing sends this one on a line to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. This one rolls through to the wall. And there's one RBI. He throws one.
Well, this is what a good offense does. It picks up runs with productive outs. Good piece of hitting.
And Michael Kadaya will dig in here with one away. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
That last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
Started to go around. He held up in time, and it's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Swing and a drive, deep left center. Catch is made.
This ball was headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
And their catcher at the plate. That one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher, kept it in front of him. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first, side is retired. So a great inning here in the leadoff hitter, Jeff Francoeur.
Now, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
Cutter just missing. 1-0.
Well, he's one of those pitchers that doesn't like to fall behind, and when he does, he wants to come right back in with that fastball, so you got to be ready for it.
1-0 pitch. Cutter that travels outside. 2-0. Hit in the air to center field. That one falls in there for a base hit. That'll bring Andres Torres to the plate.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Here's the pitch. That swung on and flied to right. That's one away.
for the New York Mets. Second baseman.
Hanchen's in the box.
By all measurements, the Mets seem to be a better team at home than the record would indicate. About middle of the pack when it came to pitching and hitting in Citi Field, but it just wasn't good enough.
Lined right at the second baseman. The second, there's one. And there's the second out of double play. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. Still unable to score.
Plate for the Colorado
And if you're
Rockies.
just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Slider just misses 1-0. And Dexter Fowler with a swing and a miss for a strike, and the count is evened up.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. Strength on strength right there, and the pitcher came out ahead.
And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his man.
And with one down, we'll get to see Dustin Ackley.
Well, the Mariners didn't have a lot of great stories to build off of last year, but calling up Dustin Ackley had to be the highlight of their season.
And he leaves that one alone. Dustin Ackley showing patience to even up the count. And as mentioned, Ackley came up mid-June, but found a way into the lineup, John, because he produced.
Well, he was drafted as an outfielder, but he played second base last year. He might be a Dustin Pedroia type player, just a scrappy guy who can help your team win.
And he fouls off another one. And that one sails by Dustin Ackley, catches him napping. That is strike 3.
Number 50.
Yu has a turn in the box. That's at the knees for a called strike. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
It's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
A swing line to left center. That one gets through for a base hit. He's going to try to stretch it.
At the plate for the Colorado
Sometimes
Rockies.
risky business when you go after that extra base.
Yeah, Gary, that dive in the second base was the key as well. He didn't slow down at all. Able to extend his arms and get in there.
Indeed. And Wong's in the box. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. Well, here's something we don't see very often, Steve. Here we are early on in this ball game, and the closer is up and throwing.
That's a little odd. I mean, we do play a full game here, and you can save the game in not just the last inning, but this is way too early.
Much too close for the runner's concern. He's back in there, though. Spins and a throw behind the runner. Oh, he had to stretch that one out, but he got back in there. First pitch to him. Swing and a liner to right center. And that one is in there. His second hit today. And the run is in.
At the plate for the Colorado
Well, this is
Rockies.
getting ugly right now. I mean, he's given up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in and take a beat?
Up again their DH. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are. And now out on the mound we got Frank Frenton. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. And he boots it. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on.
The plate for the New York Mets.
Number 8 spot in the lineup.
Number 31.
The pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. One down.
For the New York
As a
Mets.
hitter, you see the outfielder swung around to right field. You have to think to yourself, if I can only hit it to left. He got it there, but it didn't quite fall in.
And Chen's in the box. He'll get his first look of the game here. A shot up the middle. That looks like a single.
Well, a little action going right now for this team. A single here with one out. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can bring him across.
Chen at the plate now. And here's the first one. And he got good wood up the middle. There's one. And two. Double play.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
It's time now to recognize our player of the game.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete...
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this. Pretty good offensive attack.
Well, when you're on the road, to have this kind of offense, it takes the hometown crowd out of the game and really helps your chances.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.